In the south of France, let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
Okay, I listened to that song, and that's when that evil laugh happened. Because I'd never heard of this artist before, but I knew she was a hippie. I knew she was a dope-smoking hippie that hated everything I stood for. I know if you ever go to her concert and say, Glenn Beck is a big fan of yours, because I love every song on the CD. And I thought, if I went to her concert, or if anybody went to her concert and said, you know, Glenn Beck's a big fan of yours, she'd say, oh, I hate that. But I would just like to play the words one more time, please. Play it again.
Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France.
Can you stop, pause it there for a second? I called my daughter up, and I said, I have a couple of things to tell you. First of all, thank you. Second of all, you know that song about let's get rich and buy our parents a home in the south of France? She said, yeah, and I said, you ever buy me anything from France? I disown you. She said, did you get anything else from that song, Dad, besides the France thing? And I said, no, I pondered that one for a while. It was pissing me off. I said, but here's the second part. Play it again.
Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance.
Stop. What a stupid waste of money. But you know what? It's America. If you want to buy everybody a sweater, even those who live in Arizona, and you want to teach everybody to dance, God bless you. But Little Miss Songstress Hippie doesn't understand what she's just said. Step one, let's all get rich. Now, you can get rich through greed, and I guarantee you, as somebody who held on to my money as much as I could when I was young, I was greedy. I didn't know how to. The reason why John Huntsman Sr. and I are such good friends, when I first went to his hospital, he never asked me for a dime. And I went for a tour on his hospital, and at the very end of the tour, he said to me, Glenn, this is what I'm doing here. He said, if you ever feel you can help out in any way, I sure would appreciate it. And then he turned around and walked away. And I said, John, I'd like to make you a deal. I will help you for the rest of my life if you will teach me one thing. If you will teach me how to be charitable. I grew up in a poor family. I don't know how to give away money. I don't know how to do any of it. Look at people and charity as an investment. Charity is an investment in people. John is the greatest hero of my life. I wish he was 30 years younger, because he is George Washington. He's an amazing man, and he's going to die broke. God bless him. He has lived a tremendous life, and now he's giving it all away. He got rich to be able to do good things. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this story, but he shared it with me recently. We were on 4th of July sitting together. He said, Glenn, you know, my son many, many years ago was kidnapped. And I said, yes, sir, I do know that. He said, when we got him back, and we didn't think we were going to get him back, he said he had knife marks on his neck. He said an FBI agent was lost. When they went in to try to get him, he was stabbed and cut all the way up. He said he was lost. He said a little boy came home, and the family gathered him up in our arms. And he said, we wept for a long time. He said that kidnapping happened because we were rich, and we were starting to give our money away, and somebody thought there was a shortcut to be able to get our money. He said, you know what, the first thing we did, as Mr. Huntsman is following through on his promise to teach me how to be charitable. He said, you know what the first thing we did after we hugged our son? And I said, no. And he said, we got down on our knees as a family and we gave thanks to the Lord for returning our son. We also prayed for that agent. He said, and then I prayed that we would never ever associate this moment with charity. That we would never ever close our heart. That we would never think of this moment again. He said, and the Lord is good. We never have. That's remarkable. That's remarkable. So, our charity section. How do you teach that? I don't know. In my case, I'm learning it just by watching someone. But the thing that you really have to learn, I guess, first, is from our hippie songstress. Get rich. And then you can give it away any way you want. You can do whatever you want because that's America. And if you want to give a bunch of hippie sweaters and dance lessons to somebody, God bless you, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go do this over here. And together we will help each other. And we'll all be warm because we have sweaters, we'll be cancer-free, and we won't be hungry. How great will that be? It takes a village. But the first step is get rich. You'll notice that the most charitable nation on the planet is America, us. Is that a coincidence? No, it was our system. What is our system? Something that we don't look at anymore. And to explain our system, unlike anyone can explain our system, is a guy now who has just started his own television show on the Fox Business Network, and it is now the #1 rated show on the Fox Business Network. A very good friend of mine, a very deep thinker, a controversial man in some circles, but not in my circles, Judge Andrew Napolitano.